Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with my lesson, I want to give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstones. Salutations and blessings to the Akim that do this work in truth and in sincerity. And the topic of this lesson I want to get into is basically a dream that I had. Okay, that occurred to me more than one time. So I'm taking it as an omen, alright, from Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, the things to come, alright, to this place, Babylon, America, alright, and just things that are pertaining, alright, basically, alright, about prophecy. Okay, so I'm going to just dive right into it. Okay, I'm going to get this first scripture, and then I'm going to share a little bit about what I witnessed in my dream. Okay, this is the first scripture here. This is Acts 2:17. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days, said Yahawah, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. And on my servants and on my handmaids I will pour out those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy." Alright, so basically in the last days, alright, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh, alright, is going to pour out the spirit of prophecy, alright, within the earth, alright, but as well as pertaining to those prophecies, people are going to have visions leading up to the end, alright, as we draw closer and closer, alright, each and every day, alright, closer to the day of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh. Okay, now in the vision, or in the dream, alright, which I take as an omen, okay, basically, alright, the neighborhood that I was in, okay, I witnessed, okay, people, basically breaking into other people's houses, okay, invading one another, okay, sedition, if you will, civil unrest, okay, even my house, man, okay, I happen to be, at another house, and I was basically witnessing, people invading my house, man. Alright, invading my house. Alright, that was the last dream I had, where, they were basically vandalizing it, going in it and, I guess, trying to steal whatever goods, alright, that I had in it. And in the dream, my mindset was, it is what it is, to hell with whatever I have in the house, okay, and, basically, the things that I have here on this side anyway, I'm going to lose. So that pretty much was my mindset in the dream, man, My mindset was that you're going to lose it all anyway. Okay. So, hey, I guess it was just that time. And, that was my mindset, man. You got to be willing, alright, to be able to drop it all at a dime, as the scriptures say, man. But again, I'm going to read verse 18. And it says, "And my servants and of my handmaids I will pour out those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy," man. So, the prophets of the Lord, they have visions, man. Alright? And, many brothers also had different dreams, alright, that they shared themselves, okay, of basically end time prophecies, man. Okay? And, that's not the only dream I had. I had another dream where basically the same scenario, you know, but this time I was at my own house, and basically, I noticed that, they were vandalizing, you know, the next door's neighbor's house, okay, and they were basically invading it. It looked like maybe 20, 30, maybe 10 people, 15 people, but nevertheless, all right. Um, I noticed this, and uh, they started to actually come towards my way. Once I realized that that they were going to the other people's house, or should I say my neighbor's house, I noticed that they were doing these things, man. All right, all right. It looked like they had weapons in their hands or whatnot. All right, they had weapons in their hands. They were beating up things, taking things out of the house. Okay, again, going into that second edges where it talks about how, all right, they shall be invading one another for their goods. Okay, so forth and so on, which we're gonna get. Okay, um, and again, like I said, they were after I noticed that they were vandalizing their house. Okay, they started to come towards mine. Okay, and basically, I throwed up a prayer, and I was delivered from that situation. Okay, um, nothing really too much big on that dream, but there was also another dream where basically I was outside of my house. Okay, and America was basically getting invaded. You know, America was getting invaded by troops pretty much. Okay, and when this was pretty much the nighttime, man. Okay, which made me think about what the elders would speak about was they would say, you brothers, go to sleep with some type of clothes on because at nighttime, okay, uh, you know, they can kick in your door anytime, okay, and basically, round you up, you know, during the time of martial law and whatnot. But nevertheless, the dream, okay, um, I was basically in my front yard, like I was saying, and I mean, there were like 50 to 100, okay, troops with parachutes, all right, basically gliding down, okay, and they were armed, man, okay, and it was as if I wasn't even there. That's the funny thing is, it was almost like I was there, first person, but it was as if they were just walking right past me, man. It was all kind of turmoil, all right, all kind of things that going on. That was the sense of the scene, is that something major was going on, and I was basically in the midst of it, okay? And like I said, I just seen all kind of foreign troops. It looked like U.S. troops because the uniform or whatnot, but nevertheless, it felt as if we were being invaded. All right, and like I said, there just was a bunch of troops around. Okay, a bunch of planes were flying in the sky. Okay, and I basically was praying to the Lord. All right, Yahawah Yahawah to deliver me from that situation. I was calling on the chariot, man. But in the midst of all of that, of all the hell that was breaking loose around me, and the troops and everything, again, they were just walking by, They were just walking by me like I was invisible, man. And Lord willing, that's how it'll be in that day. But we know pertaining to scriptures, all right, that all hell is gonna break loose, and that these visions and these dreams, whether it be people invading one another, whether it be civil unrest, all these different type of things are in the scriptures, and as well as America being invaded, okay, um, being touched, okay, because this place in the scriptures it likens this place and says that it is likened unto a virgin, okay, meaning that America has never been bombed and it's never been invaded, okay, and we know the situation, okay, with um, these other countries, and we also know the issue with what's going on at the border. Millions and millions of these immigrants, okay, as they would say, have crossed the borders, man. Okay, so the next, you know, uh, Black Swan event or the next T attack can very well, make all these dreams and visions that people have in the day, which is the spirit of the Lord, which is the spirit of prophecy, very vastly just, take place, man, overnight. Okay, so we're gonna get here the scripture here. All right, this is let's see here. This is Second Ezra chapter 15 verses 14, and it says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right, so again, likening to my dream, man, like when they were invading, the course of their actions standing in their hands, basically. They were nobody, all right, to get me out of my situation, but Yahawah Shah, man. Okay, there were no police. Okay, there was nobody. It's just you and them. Okay, and if the Lord is not on your side, then you're not gonna get delivered from that situation, man. Which also made me meditate and meditate on only the elect are gonna be saved, man. All right, and it says a man's desire. It says a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why is that? Because they're gonna be, basically going into each other's homes, man. Okay, the city is basically gonna be a hot zone, man. Okay, a war zone, because that's where all your goods, your medicine, okay, your resources, your ammo, your ammunition, okay, these different things that people need, gas, okay, they to survive. All right, so it's going to be a hot zone because people are going to be fighting for these resources. They're going to be taking their chances, okay, to go obtain these different things that they need, all right, to help their family or themselves. Okay, it says, a man shall desire to go into the city and shall not be able. Verse 18, for because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. That's right, man. So, the pride of America and the pride of our people and the pride of these people, okay, is that, you know, um, their city shall continue, all right, that they're going to pass their wealth and their belongings on to the next generation, all right, but yet they don't know and understand that prophecy says that, Babylon is doomed, man, okay? When these things are taught on the highways and the byways, and brothers make these particular videos or sit downs, people laugh and make jokes and, uh, say that nothing is going to happen. So, because of those prideful thoughts, okay, their cities and their houses going to be troubled, man. It says again, Second Ezra chapter 15, verses 14, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, man. So men are going to be afraid in that day, okay? Because they ain't going to know how to protect their families. They ain't going to know where to run, all right? They ain't going to know how to defend themselves. And they haven't put any type of defense up because they haven't been working out their salvation, all right, or their safe haven with Yahawah, man. Yahawah Bashim Yahweh Shai. So when that day comes, all right, when they put their pride into, the assets and the things that they have, all right, they're gonna be afraid because all those things are gonna be taken away, or overnight, or destroyed. Okay, a man shall have no pity. Verse 19, Shalakia. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. And what is the modern day sword? Okay, the modern day sword is the gun. Okay, these different weapons that people can use. Okay, basically to kill one another, man. Or should I say, to unalive one another. Okay, and spoil their goods because of a lack of bread. So one of the goods are food. Okay, okay, and as well as medicine. Okay, a lot of these people are diabetic. A lot of these people rely on, all these type of medications and different things to keep them healthy, which is a lot of the reason why the apostles, push the brothers to try to get healthy, start walking, you know, get motivated to walk and exercise, because when that time comes, we're gonna have to be as pilgrims upon the earth, man. All right, not only because of the danger that other people, but because it's you're gonna be, an enemy of the state. All right, to this this system. Okay, again, verse 19: A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. So yeah, man, there's barely gonna be anybody in the cities, man. Okay, all right, there's barely gonna be anybody in the cities because there's gonna be great tribulation in the cities, man. Okay, everybody's pretty much is gonna be running to the wilderness, man. Okay, and even in there, it's gonna be hell, man. Okay, so let's go here to Second Ezra 16 and 26. It says, "The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice." So these different places, okay, these different cities, towns, all right, these big cities, okay, it's gonna be desolate, all right, and people are gonna desire to hear one another's voice, man. Okay, because what Esau is eventually gonna cut all ties of communication, man. Okay, communication is a big deal, which is the reason why, okay, they're trying to ban all these different platforms. It's because the line of communication of what's really going on is being put out there. All right, the truth about real situations. All right, these different independent journalists. All right, they're out there. All right, telling the people, what's really going on behind closed doors, man. All right, so eventually they're gonna cut off the internet, man. They're gonna cut off the phones. All right, they're gonna cut out the power. All right, and it's just gonna be there's gonna be no way that you can communicate. All right, with your family. All right, you may not even be able to communicate with the brothers, man. You know, and we're gonna have to basically walk, on faith. Okay, if brothers already didn't organize, you know, um, a place to meet up or a location or whatever the case may be, when times do end up being that way, man. You know, so time will tell how these things will unfold, but they will eventually happen, man. Okay. But again, this is Second Ezra 16:26. It says, "For the grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another, and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thicks of the groves and in the cliffs of the rocks," man. So people are going to be basically hiding in the wilderness, man. Okay, and as the scripture we're about to get into, it speaks about how we're going to have to be as pilgrims upon the earth, man. Okay, because of all the turmoil, the turmoil that's going to be happening around the world. Okay, this is all right. This is Second Ezra 16. All right, going more into you know what's going to be going on. This is Second Ezra 16:33. "The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers." All right. "In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine." All right. Because eventually the man is the provider. All right. And, first and foremost, a lot of these men, all right, are going to be drafted into these wars. All right. You already have, all right, they already raised the bar on some of the age bracket, and they also is sending out um, some of those re-entries for the people that was in the war before, man. I remember watching the TikTok video, and the guy was like, "Man, I'm old, man. I already didn't serve my time, but this just shows how desperate they are, to get any and everybody on the field, man." All right, so that's gonna happen, man. All right, that's what's gonna make it even more dire. All right, because again, you have all those migrants that are here on this side, man, and a lot of them have a military background, man. All right, fought in wars that had some type of experience with guns. All right, a lot of them are were in cartels, or they come on all walks of life. So it's really gonna be hell out here when these things really take place, man. All right, it says here now these. It says this is Second Ezra 16:35. It says, "Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord receiveth. The word of the Lord receiveth. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child is in the ninth month bringeth forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth great pains can pass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment." So when all these different events start to take place, all right, the scriptures is likening this into a woman whenever she's in her pregnancy, man. All right, when she's in the last hours of her pregnancy, okay, and she's about to deliver. It says, "Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the word," it says, "and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make ye ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth," man. You know, so these are the tokens and the judgments that the Lord is saying that is going to befall this place, man. Okay, and these different these different visions that the prophets, okay, and that these other nations and that these people are having are all visions of Yahawah Bashim Yahushua, bringing these of showing what these things are going to be on the earth, man, how it's going to be. All right, as well as these different movies, all right, that they portray, okay, which is nothing but predictive programming, because all right, they want these people to create chaos, man, so they can bring the order, all right, which is order out of chaos. All right, so I'm gonna got one more scripture here. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 14. And it says, let go from the mortal thought, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen, Shalakia. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So all these crazy things that we seen in the news, okay, these crazy, mothers killing their children, motherfuckers jumping into rivers with their children, murdering one another. This ain't nothing, man. All right, this is just the tip of the iceberg. All right, and as well as these different judgments that be happening to these different people, man, it's gonna be, it's gonna be an infinite amount of ways to die in those days, man. Because the Lord is gonna be issuing out all kind of judgments, man, and we're gonna see it, man. Okay, so greater evils is gonna be coming to these people, man, and greater evils is gonna be coming, all right, to the world as well. It says, verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon the earth that dwell therein, man. All right, so each and every day that passes by, this world is getting more evil and evil, man. It's getting more wicked and wickeder. All right, and you look at the things that are already set up in this world, and you ask yourself, how much worse could it get more than this? All right, how much worse can it get more than this? But to be honest, we haven't even seen nothing yet, man. All right, it's gonna get more wickeder than this, which is just gonna add up to the sins of this place. All right, and make the Lord more justified in judging this place, man. Okay, it says, for the time is fled far away, and least is hard at hand. For now has the vision to come which thou hast seen. So, basically Ezra has seen these judgments, all right, and all these things that were happening in the last days. Okay, and he's seen those by visions. All right, the Lord put him in a trance or whatever the case may be, for him to be able to see and witness all these things that will be happening in these times that we're living in now. And him as a prophet, he's here today on earth. All right, because he said it himself, woe is me, oh, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Okay, so the prophet Ezra, as well as other prophets, are here on the earth today. And what? You're going to have to go through that tribulation. But if you are of the elect, you pretty much won't have to worry about anything, because it's set for you, all right, to be able to go through it, all right, and succeed. All right, the battle is basically already won for the elect. All right, they just have to go through the trial. All right, and Lord willing, we are a part of that number. All right, that we'll be able to escape. All right, the judgment that's going to befall the wicked. And even if we don't escape by chariots, Lord willing, the Lord keep us to have our honor and integrity, to be able to die for this truth, all right, and die for the name of Yahawah, man. Either way, it's honorable. But that's pretty much the lesson. All right, Lord willing, it was edifying. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, the abundance of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations and blessings to you, Akim, that do this work in truth and sincerity. Until the next time, I say, Shalom.